Good morning. Good morning, Millers. Good morning, Molly and Lucy. Good morning. I see a piece of hair and I can't get it. There it is. Good morning. Oh, they're coming fast. Oh, good morning, Maya. Good morning, Gabriella. Good morning, Chloe. Good morning, Eliza and Alexis. Good morning, Maverick. Good morning, Brooks. My Brooks is still sound asleep. Oh, good morning, Heidi, Bridget, and Davy. Thanks. They sort of go with my shirt. Good morning, Jack and Colin. They are not Sunshine and Shimmer, but I'm sure she could make some just like this. I got these from the website Jane, I think a year ago. Good morning, Henry. I believe today at Lisbon, it's reading day. So I wore my Cat in the Hat Supreme shirt. And I also did finish a book last night. It's called, for all the moms out there, it's called Ghosted. Starts off a little slow, but it's really good. I really enjoy it. If you're local and you'd like to borrow it, I borrowed it from the library, but I don't think we'll be returning books anytime soon. So if you're local and like to borrow it, let me know. And then I think at St. John's Lane, my youngest school, I think it's reading day there as well. I think yesterday was writing day, and I think today's reading day. So it's appropriate to wear my Cat in the Hat shirt today. I had my coffee this morning, 3rd cup. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Henry. My husband keeps me fashion forward. He buys all the Supreme stuff for me, so that's why my shirts are quality. The book is more of an adult reading book. It's a novel called Ghosted. I thought I'd bring it up for it if any moms were watching. Oh, I miss you guys too so much, Paras. I love seeing you guys on Facebook. I love Joshua's jokes. Hi, Gabby, Charlie, and Frankie. Oh, I guess I could pick up Hank so he can say good morning. Oh, come here. Oh. Here he is. He was asleep on my foot. Will you look at the camera? Oh, so sleepy. Hi, Jude. We are going to do a dolphin today, actually. Hi, Emily and Max. Oh, look how squishy he is. Right, I'm going down. I'll pick him up again. All right. All right. No. Sorry, I clicked. All right. Let me off my music. Okay. So we are going to start our open air exam. What I mean by that is it's a tank. You can sort of see underwater, then you can see above water as well for the animals that don't live 100% underwater. You can do that. Hold on one second, everybody. If you're on your text, just go to the button shows all of them, and you just hit FaceTime, and it FaceTime at once.
Wait, really?
Uh-huh. Okay, so you're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil. And the first thing you're going to do is sort of look at paper, sort of figure out where a third and a third. So if you're dividing your paper into thirds, it does not have to be perfect. You don't need a ruler, but just approximate where a third would be and a third would be. It's sort of hard to see that, but I just made little marks. And again, see, you can tell just from those marks it's not perfect, but it's close enough. My 3 cents. And then you want to do it on the other side as well. Again, we're not looking for perfection here, but can't really show it. So you can see one side and the other side. The top button where it shows everybody's info and that says like audio, FaceTime, just click FaceTime and it'll start FaceTiming everybody at once. Katie Clark says hi. He's trying to set up a friend FaceTime group text or group FaceTime. Okay, so now you have your paper. You're going to do very subtle curved lines. The top one is going to be a rainbow. The bottom one is going to be a U, but very subtle. So you're not going to dip all the way down to the bottom and go all the way to the top. Okay? Okay. And then this one's going to go. Okay, so it looks like that.
When all this shit started.
Okay, so maybe we'll just hold this here for a second. Everybody get caught up. Hey,
yeah.
Language. Okay. We are setting up our outdoor or our open air enclosure. We're going to set this up first and then we'll start doing our animals. They were going to do Zoom, but the link wasn't working, so they're just going to try FaceTime now. Okay. So then you have your, this is the, or the pool, I guess you would call it. To make it a little bit more, because I kind of made it a bar, and that just means I just doubled the line. So I just made another line. And another line on this side. Okay. And then we're going to add the panels for the underwater part of the tank. Okay. So that just, if you find the middle here, sorry, the middle line, the middle of your, oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this. The middle here, you're going to make a line down, and then you're going to make lines on either side. And this is sort of just like the the tank. I'm going to show you briefly my one that I've been working on so you can understand a little bit. I'm definitely a, oh, Jurassic Park, that's a great idea. I have, I've had some ideas for moving forward, but I know a lot of people love to draw dinosaurs, so that would be fun. Okay, so I'm going to just show you briefly my final product that I'm working on so you can see it. I'm a visual learner, so I need to kind of see the direction we're heading. And it's going to give you a little inside information about what we're doing. That's okay. Just going to kind of show you so you can kind of see it. You're probably like, that doesn't make sense to me. So let me just show you what I mean. All right, so you can see that we're going to do animals on rocks or outside here. We're going to do some in the water, and then we're not going to color in the water until the end. You could probably do like a hula hoop, like he's diving through a hula hoop. That would be fun. But I just wanted to show you so you can kind of get an idea of what I was talking about. Does it make more sense now that you see this? I hope so. So now you can see what we're doing today. We are doing a dolphin, a narwhal, and a seal. And the seal I have that I drew out is like a little baby because I thought they were super cute, just to kind of change it up a little bit. All right. So we're going to start with our dolphin. All right. And a dolphin is an aquatic mammal. So it's a mammal, not a fish. And one of the things that makes it a mammal, but they have live birth babies, just like humans do, which is a mammal trait. There are 40 species of dolphins, and what I did not know, which is kind of cool, is that the killer whale, or what is referred to as the orca, the black and white one, like that's at SeaWorld, maybe they're not at SeaWorld anymore, is a type of dolphin. I did not know that. So I thought that was a pretty cool piece of information. Also, their teeth are cone-shaped, so they're not flat. They actually are 3D cone-shaped, and they use them for capturing their prey that are moving really fast, and they need them to grab them real quickly out of the water. And they generally eat fish and squid, and in captivity, they do. If anybody's been to the show at the aquarium, you can see that they do a lot of their tricks for fish. So fish is what they eat there as well. They have excellent hearing, and they have a layer of blubber to keep them warm in the cold water. And my first thought was that if we keep staying at home, I'm going to have a layer of blubber to keep me warm inside, as I cannot quarantine myself from the kitchen. And dolphins are widespread, but they prefer warmer water. So we do see them in our oceans on the East Coast all the time, but usually they don't come out as much until the water gets warmer. And the baby dolphin is called a calf, like a baby cow is, and they're very social. And the groups are called pods. They're not called schools like fish. They're called pods. And I read that pods can get up to 1,000 dolphins sometimes, just depending on where they are. And they communicate using clicking sound and whistle sounds. That's how they communicate. And they are very playful, but they make such an excellent show at the aquariums because they love to play and jump out of the water and do flips, and they can be trained. So they're very cool. And if you've ever seen them in the ocean, if you've ever seen them, they obviously do their jumps and stuff, but they also surf waves, and I've seen them do that. It's just really cool. Let's have a lot of fun. So they're a fun mammal to draw. Okay, so we're going to start with the dolphin. Just move all my stuff out of the way.
Well, just you don't have any.
Okay, so you're going to start by making an oval. Simple. You're going to make a sort of a rounded triangle off the back. You can sort of see it's getting into a little bit of a dolphin-y shape. And then we're going to add the eye. Oh, and tail fin, which is like 2 leaf shapes, or footballs, or eyes. I'm going to hold it here for just a few minutes so people can catch up. Okay, now we're going to add the nose. And we're going to add it in 2 parts. Now this is, again, one of the ones that you're going to want to, you're drawing the shape, and then you're going to want to erase some lines. So then we're going to add the top fin and the bottom fin. So this is one, at this point, you probably want to make a line, a smoother line all the way around it. And that's going to be easy for you to do because you can do a pencil line and then erase anything in the interior. So I'm just going to show you with my marker what that means. So you have your fin. I should probably have done this in a different color, but that's okay. Okay, so it becomes one shape. And you would erase anything in here and here and like this. And then we're going to just make a little line that gives it sort of the belly. So then you could make that part down here a different color. You can saw mine, I made mine the same blue, but I just pressed harder to make that under part a little bit darker and then lighter one. Hi, Sean.
Ryan, did you turn on the Seahawks Raiders game?
Okay, so I'm just going to come up like this. My dolphin looks a little silly because it's with my markers, but if you could see, if you erased all those pencil lines, you could get, it would be smoother. Okay. All right. So next, we have the seal. Like I said, the one I did is a baby, so I thought it was really cute. But you can make yours an adult by just, when seals are born, they're more fluffy, and then they start to lose that fuzz, and they become that slick skin look that they have. The official name of a seal, so I had a hard time when I first looked it up, I wanted to talk about seal dinner, and that's not what I wanted. But seal's official name is a pinniped, I guess is how you pronounce it, pinniped. And there are carnivorous, fin-footed, semi-aquatic marine mammal. So that's a lot of information. But we know they have fins because they can swim. And they are semi-aquatic, so on land, and they like to go in the water. They don't spend their time fully in the water. And there's 33 living species of seals. And they can weigh or be anywhere from 3 feet to 16 feet, so they can get pretty big. And 100 pounds, so that's pretty small. It's like a very large dog, to 7,100 pounds. And that's the southern elephant seal is the one that can be 16 feet and 7,100 pounds. So that would be pretty massive. And their eyesight and hearing is adapted for both water and air. So they can hear and see underwater just as well as they can hear and see on land. So I thought that was pretty neat. They eat mostly fish. They bark. I'm sure you've heard people saying like the seal barking like a seal kind of has that hoarse kind of bark to it. And then sometimes, I thought this was a fun fact, they sleep floating on their backs in the water. Not for an extended length of time, but for several minutes, they can fall asleep by kind of floating and swimming on their back, or I guess floating. They wouldn't be swimming if they were asleep. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so we're going to do our seal. All right, so we're going to start with the seal's head. I'm going to circle, but not close the top. Like that. A little opening because we're going to give him a little hair, little fuzz on the top of his head. So we're going to just give little waves of a tuft of hair. And then we're going to add his face. We're going to add some eyes. And then you're going to give him a nose. And let's give him some whiskers. I'll hold this up. I know I'm doing a lot of steps. I'm going to hold this up for a minute so everybody can catch up for this. All right, and then we're going to add his body. So we're going to just do sort of a crooked U. That's going to start his body. Okay. And then we're going to add one of his flippers. That's sort of saying hi. Yeah, it does sort of look like a cat. But once you give him flippers and a tail, then he'll start to look more like a seal. So then we're going to add the tail, and so you're going to pull a line here, so it's like that. And the tail really looks like a heart, or at least in this drawing that I've made. And then we're going to give him another flipper that's sort of giving him some balance.
Yeah, I can't sit down. Sorry. Everybody's got to move.
Okay. So then if he was sitting on something, you could sort of make him sitting like on a piece of rock. So that's why I put him in my enclosure sort of towards the back, because he's going to be sitting on rocks that are around the outside. Or you can also give him a little hair on the front of his forehead too. So they look fuzzy. Okay, I'll slow down. Sorry, I'll hold this here for a few minutes.
It's the beauty work from home.
Jazz hands, I like it. Okay. We're going to move on to our next one. Papers away. And this is the narwhal. Now, the narwhal that you saw that I drew and that I'm going to be showing is very cartoony. And I'll explain why it's incorrect in our drawing. You've got the shark tooth again. Maybe I should write, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to write a big note for myself. So right after we're done, I'm going to run upstairs and find the shark tooth. Okay, so I wrote myself a note. Can't even see it. There you go. All right, I'm going to put it right here so I see it. All right, so the narwhal is a medium-sized toothed whale. It's actually part of the whale family. And only the male has a long tusk, which is really just a long tooth. So when we draw the narwhal, it's going to look like it has a horn, sort of like a unicorn, because that's how a lot of the cartoon narwhals are drawn, and it's much cuter. If we were to draw it correct, we would have to draw the tooth, and then if it was going straight up, then you would just see the underneath part, or you'd see an upside down face. It's just not as cute. So we're making our own cute aquarium. So we're just going to draw it the cute cartoony way. So I apologize if that was you, because it's not correct. But the tusk is just a very long tooth. And narwhals can be 13 to 18 feet and 1,700 to 3,500 pounds. So they can be very, very big. And they're primarily found in the Canadian Arctic, so they like the cold water. And in the winter, they feed on flatfish that hide under packed ice. And then in the summer, they eat Arctic cod and halibut, which are types of fish. And they can live 50 years in the wild. And they don't have a lot of predators that are going to come eat them. How they usually end up dying is they get stuck under that packed ice, which is kind of sad. But that's where they need to eat. So they have to go under the packs to get those flat fish that are under there. All right, so we're going to draw our narwhal. Okay, so we're going to start with a rounded, it's sort of almost like a raindrop, an upside down raindrop. Nope. Sorry. I'm going to start from this side. I guess like a chicken bone, chicken wing. Oh, somebody's here to say hi. I'll pick you up in a few minutes, okay? When we're done. Is that okay? Okay. And then you're just going to add the fins off the back of the chicken wing. Okay, and we're gonna do the fins. One in the front here, and one coming off the back. All right, so then we're going to, one second. Draw the face. And then we're going to add that horn or the tusk. Sorry, it looks like a horn in my drawing. But remember, it would normally be coming from the mouth, but we're not going to do it that way. So we're just going to put it on his head. And you can erase that line, that headline there. And then I just added a few dots. You know, I really like the dots. I've added them on a lot of the animals. And there he is. There's Mr. Narwhal. Good luck finding your dad. That was my elf impression or elf quote. Yes, that's for sure. He thought I was talking about it. Yeah, he's at my feet eating something right now. But yeah, I'm sure he heard me say chicken. So wait, what? I want some. He's munching on something. Okay, so you saw my finished product earlier. And I don't love my seal, but that's okay. Because like I've been saying all along, it doesn't have to be perfect. I started to do it dark blue and I didn't like the way it was coming out, so I tried to add light blue and I didn't like that either. I should have made it in, I don't know, green, something. Because remember, you can make it any colors you want. I like my pink, shades of pink and aqua narwhal. I think he's pretty cute. Yeah, Elf is my favorite movie too. One time in, I think it was in 4th grade this year, we started quoting the lines from Elf. We started singing the song when he comes to see his dad for the first time. If any of those friends are out there, if you remember that. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to finish it up because it is Friday. So we'll add 3 or 4 more animals, and then you can fill in the water. And I really like the idea of putting a hula hoop in there for the dolphin. Here, let me get our buddy. Come here, buddy. And then, as if you are a teacher or you know teachers, well, we have to do some sort of work starting next week, and I don't know what that's going to look like. So as of now, I will say we'll still do 10 o'clock drawing next week, but we might have to change the time depending on what I need to do for school. So I will see you all tomorrow at 10 to finish Aquarium. Have a wonderful day. Get warmer out today, almost 60 degrees here in Maryland. So get some outside time if you can, because I think it's supposed to be raining again this weekend. Super fun. Have a great day. Say bye to Hank. Hank, look right there. Say bye. There he is. Bye.